Well, welcome back to the third and final match of the night because, as I definitely said in the first game, maybe didn't say in the second game, the final game tonight is postponed, so you have to look out for when that will occur. But we have, in the moment right now, Melbourne AKU taking on Campbellfield. And I kind of said it in the interview that I just gave that in this league right now, there are 4 teams, I think, that are really pushing for the title, and I don't think there is a clear... Any team is clear. There's no team that's like at a level that you're like, okay, these guys are the favourites. There are 4 teams. So this league is going to be absolutely mesmerising. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be everything you want it to be, but AKU need to keep up the performance, I guess, that they did last week against Fitzroy, where they were just... They won. I mean, and they won well. On penalties with just... They were great. And if they continue it, they win this game, that top 4 will look a lot more difficult to crack. But Campbellfield, they also have a message to really put out to the rest of the league, a kind of we're here message. Let's see if Araha, Abdul-Latif and co can do that. Notable absence for AKU, no Jess Al. So she was, I guess, the star last week. No doubt about it. She was just the creator of sorts, and they'll be missing her flair, passing ability, shooting, whatever you want to call it, everything. But AKU without her, still a strong, very strong team. The league might be decided by who can stay the most consistent, who doesn't cop those 1-2 injuries to key players. That is the crux of the title race. And so Campbellfield will get that. And they'll go long. Interesting, trying to find Araha. Apologies, that's Araha. We found her there. Abdul-Latif. It's the pink boots. It's the pink boots. I think everyone's wearing pink boots but one. Wow. All those red boots. Interesting. No, I think there's a red. Yep, okay. Red, pink. There are so many different colors of boots. I should know this because I technically, you know, you should be good with color sometimes. I don't know. If they look the exact same color. Who knows? Here's AKU. There's a goal. Wow! Unbelievable. And after a whole spiel about colour for no reason whatsoever, AKU shut me up with a brilliant goal. Look at that. Interception. Pinpoint pass. And just utter brilliant team play. That's exactly what you need, and Kearney hits it in. And that is 1-0. Campbellfield in trouble early on. Parthamos goes down the wing. Or looked like it, and then kind of hits the middle. That's fine too. Campbellfield's ball. Araha back into the middle. Keeper's ball. Campbellfield have look, they've won and they've lost, so it's really hard to know how their season is going to go this early on. But it's a new team. Obviously, it takes a lot of getting used to. It takes an immense amount of time just to produce the chemistry necessary to get the results you need. And AKU is a team that, you know, again, Preston, AKU, Evolution, Fitzroy, these are teams that have played together for really just many, many seasons. They're well established, and that's why they're able to flow so well. That's why they are cementing themselves as the front runners, and it's very rare that you see a young team really compete for any type of trophy, any type of award, meaningful award. Abdul Latif lurks, doesn't quite get to her. That ball's still in. Forces a little bit of a run there from Araha. She'll pick it up. I think plays with it a little bit too much there in the middle. Abdul Latif forced to flick it down the wing. And in the end, it's AKU's ball. Let us know down below, who do you think is going to win this game? Who is coming away with the 3 points? Always love to hear any comment section. I don't care what you say, really. You can say anything. Just say something. There's Latif. Maybe turn in for a shot. Campbellfield bumped off. I think Parfumov there gives away a foul. Dangerous position. And you can expect Araha to knuckleball this with their left foot. Because she can beat the wall, beat the goalkeeper. Succumbs to the wall in the end. Long throw, Parthamos. Goes out wide. AKU just they got the first look. It was an amazing shot. Amazing goal, but we're going to have to keep that pressure up the entirety of the game. We just saw Carlton and what they pressured AKU right to the end. I mean, they could not even for a second take their feet off the gas pedals because you just knew Carlton were coming at you. It seems like it's going to be a mirror of that game between AKU and Campbellfield. Obviously, we won't get to see Preston on 1-0, which is a shame. But I guess we have more matches in the following weeks. That'll be fun. When they'll play that, I'm not too sure. Parthamos to probably take this free kick. Or maybe D'Alessandro. It's a little bit far to think about. Really good shot, maybe not. Lays it off. D'Alessandro leans back just a little too much. Puts that ball over. Corner it is, though. Must have taken a deflection. Parthamos! Force clearance, Abdul Latif. In the middle, if you're just going to get that ball to her, you just have to. Got no choice. She was on for goal. She's lethal when she gets the opportunity. There it is! Surely no! True saves. Campbellfield itching ever closer. Here they go. To Latif. What a run that is. That has to be it. Oh, the double save. Wow. I can't believe it. That is such a hard save to make. To force yourself to keep the ball out, that is just next level. She deserves all the pats on the back that she gets. Campbellfield really, just pressing, just pushing. Araha tries to flick it onto her left. Once again, she needs that right foot to be that little bit better, and she'll just be one of the best players in this league. Rather than just one of the best prospects. Youth Player of the Year, mind you. Goes across. Into the middle. And AKU struggling to be cohesive. Struggling to really set themselves a path towards the goal. It seems they lose it just before they get any substantial chance, and it's just they're going to have to do better because Campbellfield keep again creeping closer and closer to beating them in the back line. There's Latif. She's on the wing. Oh, there it is, surely. It has to be. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. AKU just staying in it. Oh, that might beat her. Not quite. Again, it's just a back and forth game. Long throw after long throw. It's not exactly what you want. The referees come onto the court. Have I missed something? There's a challenge? Okay. Well, I've appeared to miss what they're challenging for. I think maybe... I really don't know. They're challenging for a handball. When? I can only guess. Close enough, it seems. We haven't got a replay of it. In that case, we'll go to a quick ad break. And we'll be right back.
A platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. Season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centered the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go. And Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Look, we've come back from the quick ad break because we suspect we might have what it is they're talking about. Maybe they've called for a handball, which we're not 100% sure. I think the referee's going to come out round about now, but and okay, if you can hear that, there was a natural position. That's what the announcer just suggested, that there was a head ball, but the head was in a natural position, so they're not going to give it. Game on as it is. Araha. Look at that. Oh, that was almost brilliant. It was good. Was almost brilliant. That was just brilliant. Abdul Latif flicks it through, kind of loses sight of the ball. Looking for Kearney. Abdul Latif wins it back. Here's Araha. Down the line. AKU try to get that odd bounce, that just the mistake. They want the mistake. They want to pounce on the mistake. This has to be it. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's kind of sent that. Femi's just sent that. Yeah, that's all I can say. Right over the bar. So unfortunate. She's had about 2 chances in that same position. Both times unable to beat the keeper. But, unbelievable. AKU still by a thread. Campbellfield go long. Backing down, kind of takes a shot there. Femi again, thinking it might have taken a deflection. It didn't. In the middle, there's a Raha. Uses her strength well. It's very difficult to stop it when there's a double team though. No matter how strong you are, covering from all angles just, it's almost impossible. There it is. It has to be. Oh my goodness. I'm already set on the player of the match. I mean, unbelievable how Campbellfield have not scored yet. Like, she has just been unbeatable. Here they'll go. Araha. Abdul Latif. And a good save on the other end. Finally, Campbellfield. And rather, AKU putting some pressure. They'll get a corner. Shot fired. Caught well. Easy for Cavalieri. Araha's been dangerous from there before. That time, not so much. Six minutes in this half. AKU, I'm sure they're going to have just, they're going to go into the halftime, they're going to say to themselves, why is our keeper doing so much work? We need to be more solid on the defense. It doesn't matter that we're 1-0 up. Momentum is a massive thing in futsal. It's a massive thing in any sport, really. There's no skill like momentum. Ah! Well, there it is. You know what? It was coming. We all knew it was coming. At one point or another, Femi was going to absolutely beat the curses put on her. She hasn't scored this game yet until now. Finally in that same position. Keeper unable to hold it, and it's just nothing but net. Okay, well, it hit the keeper first, but we don't need to talk about that. It hit the keeper first, but it was a really good shot. And now it's 1-1. This has just changed the entire landscape of this game. I mean, it was bound to happen. AKU were looking sloppy for a while now. So, not even that. It was just Campbellfield have looked threatening. And again, if this is what's going to happen, this league is going to be very interesting, because if Campbellfield also show themselves to be a team capable of knocking down really strong opponents, again, it's just who is going to win this league. And again, if you watch the interview, I think Vinny Nobbs said something about our predictions of putting Evolution 6th on the ladder. I don't know. I think that's a myth. It could be fact, though. I think we were talking about it. We don't know. It's kind of that lost story, but I don't think you would do that in this league, because I don't think you could predict this league. It's so... This is the one time you can be like, okay, there are like 5 different teams that are all just unbelievable, and then there's like every other team that is also extremely good. So predicting games week by week is very challenging. And again, also, AKU are missing Jess out. She didn't play today. So that's also changing the dynamic of the team. They'll pick it up. Rolls it out. That's a Raha. Should go back to Abdul Latif. And that, Goody was close there. Jeez. She's been the closest out of all of the players on AKU tonight. She has looked the most threatening in the offensive half, and they win a corner after a deflex off Abdul Latif. Parthamos wants it. That's a mistake. This has to be. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a counter. It had to be. And it was. You think she's going to shoot it there. Takes a deflection and touch it to the top corner. How you going? Brilliant. Oh, they're coming through again. AKU shocked. AKU shocked there, just out of it. Oh my goodness. They've come again. Ha, Sargin uses the defender to her advantage, and now quick timeout's been called. Unbelievable. We'll go to a quick ad break.
Gettable, Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go, and Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. For last season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you?
Well, we're back. There's only 2 minutes to play. They didn't call a timeout. They needed it. They've just somehow, miraculously, like they blinked and they conceded 3 goals. And Campbellfield, credit to them, brilliant on the offense, just undeniable. AKU really look in trouble. I mean, really. They lost it for a second, and that's all you need. All you need in futsal is a second. When you lose composure, you lose the game. They're going to have to go in. They'll obviously have another talk at halftime. They're a capable squad, of course, but by God, it's going to be difficult. There's Abdul Latif. Tries to go down the line. You know what? Works, advances it. Abdul Latif again. Kind of pulling the strings from behind the line. The puppet master of Campbellfield's offense, defense, whatever you want to call it. That's what she is. Good shot. Clears the bar easily there. Okay, you need this. Goes for the back heel. Audacious. Maybe not quite what you need when you're down 2 goals, but AKU's ball. They'll get maybe 1 more, 2 more chances, tops, to take this. And that's it! There it is. Takes 1 back. That's exactly what they needed. Go into the half with a goal, the momentum, because Campbellfield were pressing them like crazy. And what a pass there from Parthamos. Threads the needle, and into the back of the net it goes. 3-2. I don't suspect it will change. Half time. Campbellfield 3, Melbourne AKU 2. We'll be right back.
Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. For last season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centered the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go, and Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. Season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centered the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go, and Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Friscalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia.
Well, we're just about to arrive for the final half of tonight. AKU Campbellfield battling it out pretty close. I mean, both, you know, throwing punches, defended well, but oh wow. Not happy with that whistle. Yellow card there for a Raha seems to like get the most random like yellow cards ever. I swear. Like always. I didn't quite see it, but I'm just like saying from from experience, just watching. Always gets a random yellow card. Here she'll go. Curdy does well. Defense on. On the wing. Forced clearance. Really, I mean, awesome touch. Maybe not awesome enough in defense. Gonna be sure about it. That time they weren't. Parthamos. And that almost slipped through. It's hard to believe that, again, a blink of the eye and Campbellfield. Oh, how the turntables. That's all I can say. So quickly, so just effortlessly. They did it so effortlessly. And it's this kind of up and down action where you just sit there thinking to yourself, well, what is going to be the outcome of this? And please let us know down below, who do you think is going to win this game? Who do you think is going to come out on top? Will AKU go back to what they were doing in the opening minutes? Or will Campbellfield just keep pumping the pressure? It remains to be seen. Raha sends that long and wide. Parthamos. And this time, Campbellfield a bit constricted. AKU putting some pressure and slowly but surely trying to suffocate this Campbellfield side, waiting for any bit of miscommunication, any bit of mistake. There was one there, they just didn't capitalize. And launched over the bar. Again, a really brilliant pass there from Parthamos. She was the reason that they've scored the last one of those goals. It was just a beautiful chip. It was just brilliant. And what answers do you have for that? D'Alessandro kicks it into the opposition. AKU will get the ball. Long throw. Raha in danger. Keeps it in, but not ideal. Parthamos, and that is just couldn't stretch to it. Again, Campbellfield with a shot so open. Femi, it's Femi again. Don't leave her so open. She will make you pay. She has made you pay. Don't want to pay twice. It's a rule of life. Out wide they go, Campbellfield. Struggled to push the pace, but you know what? Slow and steady wins the race. Femi tries to take a shot, maybe can't turn. Back to the goalkeeper. Camilleri will try to distribute long. Raha's touch just not as refined as it should be in that particular play. Oh! That was literally the speed of light. If that was on target, no way. No way no keeper would save that. Even the absolutely in form Chu, she's been so like undeniable. As Parthamos, I think, gets kicked a little bit. Goes down. She's all right. Is she coming off or is she just walking towards the bench? She's just walking towards the bench. That's what we like to see. Big shot. AKU. Camilleri holds well. Abdul Latif. She pulled the strings in the first half. Can she do it again? This time she's holding the ball with just away from AKU. Really thought it was hers, but I like the tactic. Don't let them set up. Annoy them a little bit. Get in their heads. It works well. It works wonders. There's Femi. She got that last touch on it. It is AKU. Still. Slight chance to do something that didn't make the most of it. Just like that, almost 8 minutes have been played. I say almost, but yeah, really close to 8 minutes have been played. Like, and what a stretch of a save. Well, my bigger point being that it's still so close. And it's one of those games where the next goal is the most important. Which is kind of always the case, isn't the next goal for... Well, it's a draw, definitely. Araha lays off well. Backs off a little bit too eagerly and didn't, should have definitely stepped on that ball. Parthamos, poor turnover. Femi shoots just to the left-hand side. Did she just drop the ball, pick the ball up again? Did that just happen? Because it kind of looked like she dropped the ball and then picked the ball up again. I think that's what they're calling. Even though I don't know if that's what they're calling, because why would it be on the line? That's not exactly where she did it, but either way, that's my best guess. That wall looks shaky. Abdul Latif. Do you know who's not shaky, though? Tiffany Shu. Again, undeniable. What a performance. Parthamos tries to switch it. Oh, Raha still keeps it in. Goes across. Ah! That was close. That was bloody close. The amount of power sometimes with Amanda Araha, you just don't know. She pulls worldies, sometimes just misses. All I know is don't let her shoot on her left. It's the law of the game. Chu picks up. Parthamos actually in not even a bit of trouble, a whole lot of trouble saved there. Abdul Latif, they are just piling the pressure. She's brilliant. Passed again. She doesn't want to. She just doesn't want to give it off. And why should she? Gets through everyone. A handball called there. And maybe Araha will take it. She does. Quickly, that is the other question. Abdul Latif had a bit of space. Seems to go a little bit closer. She might take this. Again, there's no way she hits it. There's just... That is so far. Looks for Abdul Latif. Pushed off. Still gets the possession of the ball. On the line, just... Counter attack, maybe. They're calling for a yellow on a bump. And in that moment, AKU call the timeout. Therefore, we'll be right back. After
Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newman. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go. And Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. Season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centered the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newman. Look at this here.
And we back straight on that free kick. Kind of played ping pong with it. Knocks it in, gets it straight back. His AKU, oh, a bit of miscommunication, and saved by the bell. Foul it was. Wow, I didn't even suspect that. Campbellfield are on 5 fouls, man. What? That's crazy. That changed the entire dynamic of the game because now Campbellfield, who do, you know what? Now that they say it, it seems pretty obvious, but yeah, they foul a lot. They won't be able to use that anymore. That tactic's gone. If I'm AKU, I'm trying to enrage Campbellfield. Just do anything you can to annoy them. Poke them. I don't know what's actually allowed, but whatever's within the book, just to annoy them. Get them to foul you. Get to the penalty spot. Get those easier chances. Oh my goodness! Wow. Again, like, I was just stunned right in front of my eyes. Just stunned. Just the way it happened, I was just speechless. You just knew. They got right in front. So lucky. But in the end, luck doesn't really matter. What matters is scoring goals. And right now, a 2-goal buffer against Melbourne AKU, that is a really good way to spend your Wednesday if you're Campbellfield. Now, the 5 fouls is still definitely a problem, but they have a bit of a shield, a bit of a safety, you know. So, make no mistake, AKU, they'll be fighting this. And why did they give the ball away so parsimoniously? Like, just going to get to the basics. Knocked off, and they didn't call a foul there. Whoa, what? They did call a foul there? They did call a foul there. They did call a foul. Unbelievable. Was it for the bump, or was something happened earlier? Because the bump kind of happened on the whistle. D'Alessandra's going to take it. Well, we just spoke about, you know, get under their skin. They did it. And they're going to not score from it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a save. What a hero. Camilleri. Something about being called Camilleri and being a good goalkeeper. Unbelievable. That's gonna really knock. If you're AKU, that's knocking you down. That is gonna be so demoralizing. But again, this team are fighters. These guys are gonna go right to the end. 8 minutes, plenty of time. Abdul Latif. Bit of trickery though. Here's AKU right in the center. We're going to need absolute perfect defense from now on. Don't think they can afford to give another penalty away. Heads well. They'll turn. Shoots! Safe hands. Oh, surely it is. Surely it is. It is. I think that's Kearney. Brilliant. Long throw. Abdul Latif, really good touch, and it's Amanda Araha who can't make the pass. And again, AKU slowly and surely suffocating Campbellfield, waiting for that mistake, and they pounced. This game is closer than ever now, with just 6 minutes. Just 6 minutes, you best believe this is going down to the wire. Long throw. Foul throw. And Parthamos' pass just a little too powerful. This pressure kind of builds and permeates for Campbellfield. If they get one more. Oh, Jew. Oh, my goodness. My dude. Oh, it's another penalty. Oh, wow. And this time, I think Parthamos is stepping up. Unbelievable. That one was such a silly one to give away too. Are they going to challenge it? Is that happening? Well, then... Wait. Okay, I think they're challenging it. I'm not too sure if we have that. I don't think we do. In that case, we'll go to a quick ad break.
Season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centred the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go. And Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Friscalzo. A long distance strike puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia.
Coming back into it because we're suspecting that the referees will have made a decision on if that is in fact a... Yes, you heard it right. 7th foul. So let's just... well, let's see. Maybe not. Maybe they're still discussing it. They're still really discussing it. Must really be like a fight for this. They mustn't be agreeing. I think. Or it's just a really tough decision. Who knows? Okay, finally, here we go. The call is, let's see. What? Okay, it was okay, it's a penalty. They just kind of. Okay, well, it's penalty it is, and it's AKU's chance to equalize. Obviously, the question is. Will they put it away? They do. Parthamos in the clutch. It's 4-4 now. What a penalty. She scored the miraculous penalty last week. Stood up and just nailed it. 4 minutes 20 left. And now Campbellfield are in a bit of a challenge. Wouldn't even say a bit of a challenge. This is just really, really something. Because they can't foul. They have to play perfect defense. Not only do they have to not let anyone pass, they can't even afford to let an AKU player flop or foul. Any little push or nudge. It's just... Oh. Okay, well, it went the other way that time. Yellow card, Parthamos. Well, that's a dangerous position. Not quite going to work. Plays it forward. It's anyone's game now. Ball knocked out. Plays through. There it is! Surely no! So close. And yet so far. It's just, it's so anyone's game. Parthamos. She tries to stretch, but no. They'll pass it in. On the wing. Again, too far. Stop clock is going to make this ever so interesting. Araha. And then again, the possibility of penalties. AKU have already taken two. Will they be warmed up to it? With that saying, two players have already taken penalties. Will they, will the goalkeeper know which way they're going to go? Will they guess? So it's just unpredictable, really. Good turn. They'll play it back. This press is really putting pressure. Abdul Latif. Nice back heel. Oh! Could be! AKU. They're trying. They're really trying. It's just... Both teams don't want to concede. They're playing excellent defense. Campbellfield holding back. Holding off. Oh, here they come. Surely it's... Long throw. Might just be it. It's really next shot. Might be all. AKU. Cut through. Abdul Latif really deals with the pressure perfectly. You couldn't ask for it any better. She can turn and shoot. There might be something. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. There it is. There it isn't. 1 second. Well, there's no chance. There's no chance of goal. They're just going to have to throw it and pray. And that won't do it. In that case, penalties it is after 4-4 between Campbellfield and AKU. We'll be right back with the penalties.
I just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. For last season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centered the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go. And Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1.
We're back, ready for penalties. AKU 2 weeks in a row now have to go to the penalty spot to try and win their game. They were successful last week. Can they start off this week with a score? They can't. Campbellfield, right now, if they score this, we'll call it the box seat because it simply is. They go. Just wide. It's fine. Both teams miss. It's a warm-up penalties each. And this time, there's no mucking around from AKU. Parthamos steps up. Shoots! Camilleri, 2 in a row. And Abdul Latif can change the direction of this game. Can put her team in front if she hits this. She steps to it. Oh, it's through her! Straight through the goalkeeper. Too much power. Well, here it is. To keep him in it. That's it! Campbellfield take the points! Camilleri was undeniable. So was Chu. But at this time, Campbellfield win on penalties. We'll have an interview right after this.
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. For last season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centred the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go, and Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. For last season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centred the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Yep, and this is Michael Newen. Look at this here. Lovely ball. Rogan let it go, and Cozzy Russo just put it on a platter for him. And this is why they are the #1 team in the...
Here come Fitzroy again. Oh, it's that lady. And she is superb. Claudia Frescalzo, a long distance strike. Puts Fitzroy on the scoreboard. If anyone was going to score, it was always going to be Claudia Frescalzo. Look at this. Just gets inside the attacking half, launches it off the right boot. Season, Alex.
Yes.
You can see why, can't you? He's just sublime. Look at the fake of the dummy again. Rogan centred the score, he does. Scott Rogan, house on fire. Unstoppable, unbelievable, unforgettable. Scott Rogan.
Welcome back to the post-match interview. I'm here with Petra and Ada, who won't speak because she's just emotional support. But it's fine because we just need to get extra mics in here, I think, because there's like two's not enough. We need to have more people in the interview. But look, tell me about that game, because it was a roller coaster of a match. You just kind of started down, and then I don't know what the heck happened, but you picked up like nuts.
Yeah. Well, coming into the league as probably one of the youngest side that's just pretty much been formed together. For our third game in, we did start off a little bit slow, but I was very happy with the way the girls played and moved. Defensive-wise, we still need to work on a little bit of that, so I think that's where we got punished a few times. And I think maybe some unfortunate fouls that went a little bit just against us, which I think may not have been fouls, but it's the way it went, and I think that we deserved the win, to be honest. We fought for it, and so I'm so glad the outcome was that we finished up on penalties with the win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were great. There was like a point where, actually, like again, I said they started strong, and then someone turned it on. I don't even. There was a moment. There was like a actual moment where it just changed, and you guys were just crazy. I think
it was after the first goal, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that just the momentum just went up, and the belief went up in the girls that they can win this one.
it was crazy. Yeah, you guys look like really. I wasn't convinced the first week, but then again, we also said like it was fair. Like this is a new team, and we're fair. Like on new teams, what do you have to take the time to have the chemistry,
Definitely.
to build yourselves. But when you play like that, I'm like, these guys can push top 4. These guys can push for the title,
Yeah.
and he's just such a young squad as well. So there's plenty of like developing to
Definitely.
go. Tell me about like who'd you look towards in the match, like someone to lead you forward when you go down a goal. Who's that leader of the team?
If we're going to look down the squad, it's probably the most experienced girls in the squad, which would be Layla and Amanda, who have been playing here for quite a lot longer. But every girl that comes on the court, I have trust in them to come on and do the work and put the work rate in that gets the whole team over the line. So I can't say we rely on one player. I do know that I trust that we have a solid 4 out there.
Yeah.
Each week, and like you said, they're all young in the development. They're just going to get so much better.
Yeah.
And that's what we're in there for. We're in there to push for the top 4 if we can. If not, mid-table, that's where we think we're sitting. But we're not putting ourselves in that position just yet. The only thing is, as weeks go on, we'll just see how quick we adjust to the game and get the feel for each other and start gelling together as a squad.
I mean, of course. But again, like I was watching you. You were so good. I'm not sure. Who do you have next week? I'm not even sure. I should know this.
Next week we have Phoenix, I think, next week.
Okay, so Phoenix, yeah. Wow. So that's going to be a test. What are you going to do in the build-up to that game? What do you do before games? What's kind of the club's...
We're still working on our structure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't had much time together due to outdoor work commitments and having young girls as well that just have other commitments in general. So I think before the game we talk a lot about our structure and what we need to do offensively and defensively. And last week was the first time we put the whiteboard out and said this, that, and they just took it and took to it straight away, took direction, took hold of the game, and again tonight. So
I mean, it was, again, brilliant. Oh, you're going to get one question. You can't just sit here the entire time. Give her on the mic. Put her the mic on. We're going to have one question.
Yes, come on.
I promised I wouldn't, but I'm a liar. Like, tell me about your performance. How'd you find that game? How'd you find going down and then working that comeback like you guys did?
I feel like each week we're getting better and better, which is really good. But for myself, I'm just recovering from an injury, so I'm not performing at my best.
That's great. You didn't seem like it. Everyone was very good. It was consistent.
Yeah, I reckon we're doing really well, actually, for a new team, because we all normally play outdoor together. This is our first time playing futsal, which I think we're doing really good.
What do you feel like the difference is between like futsal and outdoor? Is there much of a difference?
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah?
Way more intense. You have to be fitter, obviously.
Yeah.
More running and more like quicker touches and stuff.
Well, you did well. You were awesome. You got the win. You deserved the win. I think that's all because the next game was postponed. I think I've said that. So we'll wrap it up here. What an awesome interview. Like, Petra, Ada, thank you. Next time you have to just come and just like do your own interview as well. And I'll make sure of it. Thank you. Awesome interview.
Thank you.